Hello, everyone, and welcome to Amara's Voice. I'm a teacher and an uplifter, which means I see people as already whole. I see them as vibrant, joyful, magnificent, and powerful. I see the source within them, which leads them to a powerful truth from within. I see them living in alignment with self, having such wonderful beliefs that keep them in their joyful, natural element. Today I'm pondering the purpose of Amara's Voice. Why did I feel the need to create a podcast? How did the idea come about? What was the inspiration behind it all? Well, there were so many questions, and I can honestly say this started many years ago. I've always felt like I had something deeper going on within me. However, I didn't think at the time that this was it, I knew people always connected with me when they sat with me to have a conversation with me. They felt really drawn to me for some reason. I knew so many people said I looked like somebody they knew, and it was always funny when I asked them, do you really love this person that you say you know? They're like, yeah, I really love her. She's an aunt, she's a mother, she's a best friend. And it was something like, why is my face so connected to people? I don't know. But it made me think about that. Well, I know, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I knew I always had a desire to teach, but I also had to learn patience. But I had to teach something beyond me, something deeper than what I perceived as reality. At such a young age, one time I remember looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, I feel like there's a whole other person out there who is exactly like me, in a whole other universe, who thinks exactly like me. I don't know where that thought came from, but it just came, and I was really, really, really young. I was just looking at myself in the mirror. But I just knew, like many of you, that there is something deeper than what we perceive. I once thought I'd become a pastor, so I was actually very determined on this one. I read the Bible was it Saturday? I was having a game night with my friends, and they were asking Bible questions. I knew all the answers. They were like, just this one, take her off the take her out of the game so that for us we play alone. Seriously though, I read the Bible in and out. And also I thought maybe I was going to become a pastor's wife at some point, but I never got around to that. It just didn't seem like me. So I often thought of all the people, at least when I was in the mentality of becoming a pastor, I thought of all the people who had different beliefs besides my own, and what they would do. Like, if they don't believe in what I believe in, does that mean they are going to die? Are they doomed? Are they just doomed? And then I always ask myself, but why are so many of them clearly so blessed? So there was something missing for me. So thankfully I had an episode in my life that truly pushed me to the edge, like I said in the previous episode. And if you haven't listened to my first episode, please go back and listen to it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So when I went through my episode that pushed me to the edge, I set out to make things better for me. And the episode wasn't just one. It was like so many bad things happened at the same time. Like one after another, after another, after another. It was like dominoes falling. All bad. This one happens, that one happens. It was too much for me. Like I said in the previous episode, it was too much for me. And so for the first time, I knew that something was wrong, but not with everybody else, but wrong with me. I say maybe I need to heal, because that's the kind of stuff I used to hear all around me. Maybe I need to heal. Maybe I need to do therapy. Maybe I need to go on like a spiritual journey, read my Bible more, talk to a pastor. I just had these things like, why are all these bad things happening to me? But I said, okay, something's wrong with me. I have to fix it. Not anyone else but me. I won't repeat all, but I went on a seeking venture to find these answers within myself. And the more I knew, the more I knew. And now I started to get revelations. And I would normally say, wow, I wish people knew these things. I thought people were out there looking for answers, for solutions in all the wrong places. So many things didn't make sense, and yet they were being fed to us. One time I asked somebody, so when do you know that you're healed? And the person told me, you don't. You don't actually. You just live with it. I'm like, this is not something I want. If it's called healing, shouldn't I be healed? Anyway, it didn't make sense to me. The answer didn't make sense to me. Anyway, I'm not against the methods people use, though I just found easier ways. I found ways that were easier for most people. I told myself then, let me simplify it. Let me use fewer words. Let me use less complicated terms. I want people to actually hear it in the simplest form and just get it. Experiences teach. You may use all the words in the world. Words don't teach, actually. You'll speak and speak and speak and speak. People will still not get it. Your experiences that you go through teach. But again, even in the words that I was hearing, they were just so hard. So I asked myself, why can't it be easy? Why use all these hard terms that lay people couldn't understand? I would listen to teachers, read books, and so on, and still found the simplest ways to come to the same conclusions, easier and faster. But more and more as I read and listened and just immersed myself in this knowledge, the answers started to come from within. Before I could even ask the questions, the answers were coming. And in a bid not to forget what was coming, I started recording myself. The first time I did, it was funny. I was like, what am I doing? It was weird. But I remember listening to my voice and thinking, oh my God, this is how I sound. So I recorded most when I was driving. Information just kept coming to me when I was driving, entire episodes. And as it came, I was so full of these things just popping out of me that when I sat with people, usually one-on-one, I'd get clarity on things they were pondering. And sometimes I could just speak from the knowledge within, or sometimes I waited until a question was asked. Either way, I knew that I knew all things. I knew that I could only teach from the complete knowledge that I knew all things. So by the time I was sure I had to create a podcast, I started telling people that I was creating one before it was even created. I bought everything that I needed to do to get in order to set up the podcast space. I bought everything. I set it up and I was ready, but I hadn't started recording. I remember for the longest time, there was something, I pushed it, something telling me, hey, I was still holding myself back with my old beliefs telling me, hey, you don't do this. You're not the kind of person who does this. I was scared. I still had fears. I felt I wasn't ready. I thought about these bad things, and therefore I created that very thing that I was so scared about. So I couldn't record. I was stopping myself. I wasn't ready. I thought it wasn't the right time, but any time is as good as it gets. Like now, your point of power is in the now. It's in the now. Well, now I'm speaking to you all, and I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm in alignment. I often asked myself, what pushed great men and women to do what they did? What was that powerful thing that made Malcolm X, that made Mahatma Gandhi do these things that we talk about up to now, that made them speak so confidently? I always ask myself, how do I get there? So finally, when I did, I was like, ooh, now I can speak. I found it, and it was vibrating from within. In fact, if I didn't talk, if I didn't speak up, when I had people kill themselves with certain words that they've practiced over time, beliefs that didn't feel good for them, but they still held on to them, I felt like I had to say something, So that there was something, not like I felt people needed me, but the words came. I couldn't stop them. So now I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to speak up. I have to speak up, and I am speaking. I didn't create this podcast to teach. I created it to align you to the knowledge within. To remember who I am when I feel good. To remember that my thoughts create worlds. To remember that joy is the truth beneath every belief I've ever held. This is Amara's voice, and it exists so we can feel our way back to ourselves simply. When I chose the name Amara, it wasn't just a name, it was a vibration, a declaration of who I've become, who I'm becoming. And once I found my name, I knew there was more. I wanted to speak from this new self. I wanted to give voice to the energy that changed my life in the most simplified way ever, in the easiest way. One of my favorite words is ease. Ease. If it's not easy, I'm not there. So Amara's voice came from a deep desire to feel good on purpose. After years of trying to fix, heal, control, or prove myself, I discovered alignment. Not effort, but alignment was the key. Alignment to what you may ask. Alignment to myself, to my inner being, to my source, to all that is. What you call God. And I'll talk more about this as we keep pondering. This podcast is about beliefs because beliefs are the soil from which our lives grow. It's about thoughts because thoughts, they're the seeds we plant. And it's about emotion because that's how we know what we are growing. This is your space to explore what you now know to be true, that feeling good isn't a reward for getting life right. It's the way to life itself. My friend's daughter was recently asked what she's really good at, and this beautiful 7-year-old girl said she's really good at being joyful. Hearing that answer brought tears to my eyes, tears of joy, because those were the truest words I ever heard. Yes, be really good at being joyful. My intention is not to tell you what to believe, it's to remind you what you already know, that within you is an endless stream of wisdom, your own voice, your own guidance. I call mine Amara. You might call yours something else, but it's there. Always loving, always guiding, always ready to speak. When I chose the name Amara, I was really naming the part of me that knows grace, peace, love, ease, joy. But once I found her, I felt this pull to speak from her, to let that voice, not my past, not my fears, be the one guiding me. So if you've ever wondered who you are beyond your stories, beyond your pain, beyond the noise, that's what this podcast is for. It's for those moments of knowing. It's for the joy of feeling good for no reason at all. It's for the return to your own element, the joyful place. So this podcast is not about fixing ourselves, it's about knowing our wholeness. It's about exploring the beliefs that shape our world and choosing new ones that feel good. Because feeling good is not a reward, it's the path, it's the way forward. I want this space to be where we meet, me and you, in that quiet knowing that we create our own reality, where we remember that every thought carries energy and every emotion is guidance from the part of us that knows the way. That's what Amara's voice is for, not to tell you what to believe, but to remind you that you already know everything you need to know. You know all things. Your inner being, your source, your joy, whatever you call it, it's speaking to you. And maybe, just maybe, this podcast will help you hear it more clearly. So welcome to remembering. Welcome to knowledge. Welcome to the joy of feeling good for no reason at all. This is Amara's voice, and I'm pondering for the joy of pondering. I love you all and focus on feeling good. Bye.